Hello, Evertonians. Welcome to Follow Everton. This is the post-match reaction for Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. And Sean Dyche has taken Everton up to 5th in the Premier League by surrendering his Nottingham Forest team in a very routine win for Everton today. And there were some really, really nice moments of football in this match, and we'll talk about them. This isn't going to be a long stream. I have to admit, I'm currently on my way to work, and I need to be there very, very shortly. And all of the Follow Everton team are at the game today, which is leaving me to give you a little post-match reaction for you. But yes, Wormy Spoons, thank you to Sean Dyche, Ian Warren and Steve Stone for the 3 points today. Finally delivering Everton into the European places. And it is very exciting. They're just 1 point behind Chelsea now, who they play in the next match. There's lots to talk about in terms of that game and what you do about teams. Do you bring in Garner Gay back? Everton have won 3 out of 4 games without him. And the Manchester United match being one of them. So there are lots of questions and lots of things we need to ask. I'm curious to know what people think about that. But Everton today started so well, immediately winning a yellow card from the right back of Nottingham Forest. Jack Grealish with some nice play early to put them under pressure. And it was Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall who broke the deadlock really early. Inside 90 seconds, Cruyff turn. You think he's going to cross it with his left foot, but Cruyff turns and whips it in with his right foot, which seems to be just as good as his left, to be honest. And there you go. Everton take the lead. It is an own goal off Milenkovic. He was a bit of an enigma at times today. And Everton 1-0 up. Now, I think Nottingham Forest tried to come back into the game. Everton, I have to be honest, I don't want to be negative after a 3-0 win, but the front four were largely anonymous in that first half. At that point, Charlie Alcaraz in the number 10, he kept passing backwards, which was quite infuriating, always going back, back, back. I think we needed to kind of kick on from there. I can't say that Everton really got going after the goal. Didn't create many chances. I can't really think of anything. But Nottingham Forest, again, they didn't really offer anything. And it was a game where both teams were going through the motion. Everton looking for a moment to go ahead and get the second goal, and it came right at the end of the second half. I was going to be very critical of Everton after the goal, not capitalising and going on to be effective, and the front four being quite poor, quite anonymous, in fact. But they go and get the second goal, and it's a transition. Iliman and Jai, who'll be with us for one more match, to hopefully overtake Chelsea in the Premier League. He goes through, he gets a no-look pass to Tieno Barry coming in on his left shoulder, and he slots it beautifully. I think the keeper helped Barry there because he rushes out, shows him the right-hand side, the keeper's left, and Barry, rather than his usual tripping up over the ball or skying over the bar, keeps the shot low and into the corner. And it's the basics, and it proves that it was worth persisting with him. He gets the goal, and absolutely delighted for Tieno Barry to get that goal. And credit to Iliman and Jai for the assist, and just Everton for picking the moment and punishing them against a team that beat us at home last season very comfortably. And Everton going to 2-0 at half time. We're all really happy at that point and feeling quite comfortable. Looking at the table, everyone, and seeing Everton up in 5th place. How exciting. But at the second half, Sean Dyche makes 3 changes, taking off their right back who was on a yellow card, and also bringing on the likes of Hudson-Odoi to try and cause Everton more problems. But in all honesty, Everton were very comfortable. James Garner in that midfield, absolutely sweeping everything up. Grealish got better in the second half. He could have had 2 assists. I'll come on to that in a moment. But Everton just kept ticking away. I think at 60 minutes, Sean Dyche wasn't quite happy with how Everton had started that second half. Still couldn't get them to kick on. So brought on Beto, who added more of a physical presence up front. And Everton eventually kicked on. As I said, James Garner, very good in that midfield role. And Dewsbury-Hall, absolutely phenomenal. There was 2 key chances for me. First of all, Jack Grealish down the left-hand side. It's a brilliant pass. He really is. He holds the ball up really well. Waits, drags 3 Nottingham Forest players across to him. Makes a little gesture with his right foot. Just to try and bait the Nottingham Forest player, and then crosses it over to James Garner, who's on the edge of the box. And wow, Wow, wow. It was a good assist, and James Garner hits the shot really well. Should have scored. Nottingham Forest getting away with it. It stayed 2-0. Then at the other end, Jordan Pickford with a bit of a calamity. For some reason, when it was easy to catch under no pressure, punches the ball. A terrible punch. Nottingham Forest then hit the shot. Tarkowski blocks it with the back of his foot. I don't know how it stayed out. And another great block off the line. Nottingham Forest should have made it 2-1. Pickford inexplicable in that moment. But then it's Everton with more chances. Another Jack Grealish potential assist. He should have got an assist today. He holds the ball up well, plays it in, and there it is. Dewsbury Hall on his left foot whips it onto the outside of the post, outside of from his perspective, the left hand side. Hi, Mike. Yeah, she get an assist. Dewsbury Hall so unlucky not to get the goal in that moment, and it was just a really nice piece of football all around. Everton out for blood, really. But they do finally get it, but not before Iliman Ndiaye tests Matt Sells as well, coming off the right-hand side with his left foot, jinking past a couple of Nottingham Forest players. Njai hadn't had his best game up to this point. He was quite isolated on the right. I think we do struggle sometimes with Jake O'Brien at right back in terms of progressing from defence. But Iliman Njai does get his opportunity and Sells tips it over the bar. I think any higher would have been straight into to the net. And Everton then finally get the third goal. It comes from a corner, second phase of play. The corners were really good. They nearly go in off the corner. And the ball falls out to Kiernan Dewsbury Hall on his right foot. All he has to do is get it on target low. And he does it. Everton 3-0. And then the changes come in. You've got minutes for Tyler Dibling. You've got minutes for Dwight McNeil. It's really, really nice. Everton pressing, working hard, harrying. Beto even had a chance. It was a difficult header, in all honesty. But Everton kept pushing, kept probing, looking for that fourth goal, and you felt it may have come. Carlos Alcaraz was very industrious in that midfield in the second half, the sweat pouring off his shirt when he finally made way for Dwight McNeil. But it wasn't to be for that fourth goal, and Everton very happy with the three. Really happy that we're in fifth place. Really happy that we've put some form together. 3 and 4. And you've seen what's happened when you've got a striker who's adding goals, defenders putting their bodies on the line and getting clean sheets. And so Everton can now go forward onto bigger and better things. And I think Everton in January need to look at where they can strengthen central midfield. They need more bodies. They need fullbacks. I think Mikolenko had a poor game today. He would be the one I'd be looking to upgrade on. And at right back, of course, we need someone in there. I don't know about the striker situation. Is he going to persist with Barry, or could he bring in someone experienced to add a few goals? But really positive, guys. I'm afraid I do have to go. I am on my way to work and I wasn't at the game today. And it is just me. And I could sit on here for a little bit longer and talk about the match. But unfortunately, I do have to be somewhere at 5:15. And so I will have to love and leave you. I'm just going to double check that there isn't anyone jumping on. Just bear with me 1 second. No, not looking like it, but hopefully we'll have some more content at some point very soon. Love you all. Thank you so much. Go and enjoy the 3 points. Shout out to Gas Pipes, James, Peter, Duggan, Tazul, Emma, Corey, Mike, Danny. Thank you so much for showing support, and Wormy, of course, and Peter, showing support to this channel. When I know there's lots of channels you could be watching, but it means so much to have you here. Thank you so much and see you very soon. Up the Toffees!